MOOC is a term that's been floating around the online education world for a few years now. It stands for massive because courses are designed to complement the dynamics of large groups of learners, open because there are no fees or entry requirements, and online and course, as courses are offered online. MOOCs have, however, evolved over the years, and not all of them follow this strict format. For example, many MOOCs are massive but not open, and vice versa. Some of the top MOOC providers include Coursera, which partners with universities and other organizations to offer courses, Udacity, which partners with tech companies to offer nano degrees, and Etec, which offers courses through prestigious universities such as Harvard. The first MOOC was created in 2008, but it wasn't until 2012 that MOOCs gained widespread media attention and courses as well as enrollment boomed. Universities saw how popular MOOCs had become and began accepting and offering them globally. They even began awarding them formal credit. Many saw MOOCs as revolutionary and predicted that they would completely change higher learning as we knew it. Within a matter of years, course enrollment went from tens of thousands of students to millions. The first MOOCs were actually quite a bit different from many of the MOOCs offered today, and were referred to as CMOOCs. The C stood for connectivism, a theory that states that learning occurs when information technology is used to make connections amongst ideas in people's personal learning networks. CMOOCs were considered disruptive to the traditional educational model and revolutionary for their methods and pedagogical approach. Courses were free and open to an extremely large number of students. Students were also placed in the role of learner and teacher, making them responsible for their own learning. Course content, activities, evaluations, and learning in general were all dictated by what student resources students chose through their own explorations and recommendations, which is in line with the connectivist methodology. Students worked together to teach one another as well as grade each other's work, which created a collaborative and networked approach to knowledge acquisition. They produced content using different social media platforms and websites. Eventually, the initial hype surrounding CMOOCs died down, and they were replaced by a second generation of MOOCs called XMOOCs. XMOOCs are not considered disruptive or revolutionary like their predecessor. They are essentially like the distance education courses universities have always offered, but with free access. XMOOCs employ a traditional lecture format with video classes, interactive exercises, and forums. They utilize a single platform or website and are modular and sequential. Teachers also play a bigger role and single-handedly determine content for courses. When MOOCs first burst onto the scene, people believed that they could make a real difference in the world by making quality education accessible to everyone. They believed MOOCs could bring profound democratizing of higher learning across the globe, which would in turn encourage the equitable development of all humankind. While the MOOC movement promised some exciting things at first, things did not change all that much, for a few different reasons. MOOCs ultimately did not reach as many learners globally because people in the developing world do not have the broadband access or digital literacy skills required to access and complete the courses. MOOCs are also predominantly in English, which puts non-English speakers at a disadvantage. People also struggled with the initial idea of MOOCs as well. Many students had never taken a MOOC before and were not used to working without formal direction. Consequently, they lacked the confidence and motivation needed to actively engage with other students and their courses. Many global students were also not accustomed to MOOC's connectivist approach and did not see the value in collaborative and networked approaches to knowledge acquisition. Another major complaint is that MOOCs are neither pedagogically or technologically effective. XMOOCs have been labeled as nothing more than videotape lessons. The application of learning theories like connectivism has also been called into questions, as studies have found pedagogical issues with how it was applied. At the end of the day, the numbers speak the loudest. MOOCs completion rates are as low as 5%. Most who enroll never even begin a single assignment, and few ever actually complete their courses. While MOOCs failed to live up to some of their initial expectations, such as revolutionizing higher learning and providing education to the world, 10 years after the first course was made, it is clear that they are here to stay. Even though they face pedagogical criticisms and low completion rates, students continue to enroll.